Welcome back. You're watching State of the Nation. Two states, Abia and Akwa Ibom State, have had appeal court judgments made on them. Akwa Ibom State will conduct elections in 90 days, while Abia State faces an even greater challenge. And just moments ago, Zamfara State, we understand the governor's election was just upheld by the Supreme Court. Joining me on State of the Nation from our Abuja studio is the senior advocate of Nigeria, Ozekhome. I want to thank you so much indeed for joining us. What's your reaction to the Supreme Court's judgment for Zamfara State, where the governor's election was upheld first?
Well, what I understand the Supreme Court to have said is that election results should be determined by the register of voters, not by this card reader, which has caused so much brouhaha, so much wahala, to use the local parlance. And that means that those who have been relying too much on the efficacy of the card reader, those who have been relying on the sacrosanctity, on the sacredness of these card readers, the mat has been removed from their feet. Because what the Supreme Court has done is to declare the law as it is in the Electoral Act, which did not actually specifically permit of card reader, but merely gave INEC the opportunity to be innovative, to do other things that they think can bring about free and fair and credible elections. So the card reader was never specifically mentioned in the Electoral Act or in the Constitution, but they decided to employ it. And during the last election, we saw on many occasions where even the then president of Nigeria could not vote. His card reader failed him. He couldn't be accredited, but he took it all in. So he could have discredited the entire electoral process by simply raising her to say, oh, I told you that this thing will not work, you can see. But he took it in his strides, in equanimity.
Now
so
the Abia elections, the Abia State elections has been so controversial. What, in your view, makes it so? Is there a reason why?
Yes, I think there's a reason why. It has to do with the power block configuration of Abia State. You know, in some states, you have the minorities and the majorities. In Benue, for example, is the Domas and the TVs. So you have it like that. In Abia, you have two major political axes, the Ukwa-Ngwa axis and the Old Bende axis. The Old Bende axis consists of cities starting from Ubakla to Umuahia, to Isukwatu, to Zoakoli, to Alayi, to Igbere, to Abriba, to Ohafia, to Arochukwu, up to Umunochi. So that's the Old Bende. In the Ukwa Ngwa zone, you have places like Aba, Usisioma, Obingwa, Isialangwa North and West, and other places. But this place, this axis, has never ever produced the governor of that state. Whereas the Old Bende produced Governor Oji Uzokalu, who ruled for 8 years. They also produced Governor T.A. Oji, who succeeded Oji Uzo, who also ruled for 8 years. Now, the present battle is actually between that Ukwa axis that had never produced a governor, but who now got the new governor, the sitting governor, Dr. Ikpeazu, as against the Old Bende axis that has been enjoying the gubernatorial perquisites, which has again produced Dr. Oti, who is from Arochukwu and whose running mate is also from Ohafia. The two of them making up only one federal constituency. So the question is, they are saying, why is it going to be only one axis? I think that is why the matter has become so emotive. And mind you, the Ngwa and Ukwa zone has 9 out of the 17 local government areas of Abia State. They have more population. So they have only one senatorial district, which is Abia South, whilst the Obende have Abia North and Abia Central, but with lesser population.
Let me just chip in. Let me chip, if you just allow me to just chip in there.
How long are we going to continue to be in the minority?
Now, the Supreme Court has the final say on this issue. Where do you think this will lead next?
Oh, yes. Oh, the Supreme Court as the final court of the land is supreme. And it is final. Like the Supreme Court itself once said, it is the final court, not because it is infallible. Rather, it is infallible because it is the final court. Now, I think with the decision of the Supreme Court today, re-emphasizing the importance and the inviolability of the register of voters in terms of accreditation as against this issue of card reader, I think if you ask me, in my humble opinion, it has greatly helped the case of Dr. Ikpeazu, because in his own case, the Court of Appeal actually relied more on card readers, on the report of the card readers, which was tendered by their witness number 19, one Mrs. Abimbola, who was not the maker. Of that document was one Collins.
I'm afraid, San, we're going to have to leave it at that, so, because we're pressed for time.
It was hearsay evidence.
Indeed. And that's how it's been on State of the Nation today. I want to thank you so much indeed for watching wherever you are. I am Gimba Umaru. See you same time again. Join us. Bye.